warehousing, manufacturing, and others. Intelligent lossless roaming allows protective roaming between APs, assures equipment's running reliability, increasing operation and production efficiency, zero packet loss during roaming. Huawei Air Engine Wi-Fi 6 Intelligent Continuous Networking. When users move between different access points, the network gets overwhelmed. Industries like retail, education, and others often encounter poor network roaming experiences. The Campus Insight intelligent radio calibration technology automatically optimizes radio resources based on user behavior, transmitting stable signals anytime, anywhere. Boosts network performance up to 58%. Huawei Air Engine Wi-Fi 6 Intelligent Continuous Networking.
Data is the cornerstone of the intelligence era. It makes the intelligent world a reality. Computing is the primary productive force of the intelligence era. It delivers insight into what's going on. Data centers make data more focused, while the network makes it easy to connect everyone. In the intelligence era, service traffic increases sharply, data silos grow explosively, and 90% of data is underutilized. Facing frequent service changes, traditional O&M becomes inefficient. As such, that's why Huawei Cloud Fabric DCN comes in. It comprehensively improves 3 capabilities, focuses on network pain points in the intelligence era, and helps enterprises achieve intelligent transformation. It provides super capacity, allowing data to flow freely. Cloud Engine series switches have a variety of models and can be flexibly combined to meet smooth evolution of enterprises in the next 10 years. It delivers intelligent experience, making data more valuable. Huawei Intelligent and Lossless DCN employs the unique iLossless AI algorithm to achieve zero packet loss and efficiently unleash computing power. It offers autonomous driving, enabling data to be always on anytime. iMaster NCE Fabric uses technologies such as intent abstraction, digital twin, and AI to deliver tangible benefits such as device plug-and-play and simplified deployment, intent-driven intelligent network solution recommendation, pre-event simulation and error-free network change, 135 intelligent O&M automatic fault rectification. As certified by TOLI, Huawei is the only vendor to achieve the L3 autonomous driving data center network in the industry. Huawei Cloud Fabric leads DCNs into the intelligence era, making computing more valuable.
This is Bob. He's our super busy CTO. However, after upgrading to a hyper-converged data center network, he was able to converge network management, control, and analysis, and can now manage different clouds easily. He even has time for a game of darts. Nice shot! Bill is an engineer. He can develop apps for shopping festivals with just a few clicks and get them up and running fast. Now, thanks to the smart, self-healing hyper-converged data center network, he can finally enjoy a coffee and read the news. Meanwhile, Emma is about to buy a coffee machine. Her transaction crosses the lossless Ethernet network with zero data loss. and her transaction is completed instantly. And that's our story. A simple story about cool technology that provides the very foundation for super connectivity. Cloud Fabric 3.0 hyper-converged DCN solution, unleashing computing power with the new Ethernet.
Give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Services can be quickly deployed in just 5 minutes. Roll out services with Huawei Cloud Fabric, hyper-converged data center network.
I'm 100% accurate. Simulation and verification ensure your configurations are 100% accurate. Ensure service correctness with Huawei Cloud Fabric Hyper-Converged Data Center Network.
I can sense within 1 minute.
How many people are on site?
18.
How many men and women are there?
12 women and 6 men.
Where's the shortest person in the room?
She is 148 centimeters tall. Your tie is not straight. It can detect faults within 1 minute, locates faults within 3 minutes, and rectifies faults within 5 minutes. Implement network O&M with Huawei Cloud Fabric, hyper-converged data center network.
Amid rapid digital development, campus networks extend from workplaces to service and production. Smart governments, mobile offices, smart teaching, smart manufacturing, and other industry trends constantly emerge. Huawei's Cloud Campus solution, the foundation for digitalization, accelerates digital transformation of industries, making futuristic lifestyles, production patterns, and governance modes a reality. In China, ramping up multiple network convergence, ushering in fully wireless networks. In Thailand, transcending physical boundaries, enjoying ubiquitous financial services. In the United Arab Emirates, inspiring innovation in education, embracing a knowledge society. In South Africa, enriching innovative applications, enjoying smart life anytime, anywhere. In Sweden, improving service efficiency, redefining campus networks for new business benefits. In Greece, enabling efficient collaboration, transforming workplaces with connectivity. In every industry worldwide, Huawei's Cloud Campus solution offers fully wireless experience, L3 autonomous driving, one global network, and low-carbon intelligent network. With it, all new campus networks emerge, featuring seamless experience, boundless services, and lossless connectivity, paving the way for the best-in-class smart connectivity and infinite digital innovations in the digital era. Intelligent IP pioneers in global industries.
老师，什么是射手座？
射手座就是。
2 years of volunteer teaching have been far harder than she ever imagined. But she always tells herself to stay true to her dream of guiding students into a bigger world outside. As a nurse, she rushes among wards and walks more than 30,000 steps every day. Yet, she still sees innumerable anxious faces waiting. The world's sweetest apples are grown here. But outdated and costly transaction methods and lack of planting and logistics funds make it impossible to get the best returns from such rich resources. He has worked in the mine for years. Throughout his career, he's been accompanied by dirt, darkness, and danger. But as a dad, he always says to his family, "Don't worry, I'm the luckiest person in the world." In 2020, the world changed dramatically. With one peer after another rising to challenges, he feels a strong sense of urgency.
有一天我想，为什么不能让世界先走进大山呢？
I wish we could slow down and have fewer patient waiting.
只需要多一点计划，就能带领全村走出一条不一样的路。
How can we then, traditional manufacturing, reap the benefits of technology?
我想让世界上每一个爸爸都变成幸运的人。
We listen and hear each voice in every industry, every business, every person, and we make each voice special through our intelligent cloud network, tailored to each industry. Education Cloud Network is bridging the digital divide and making educational equality a reality. Healthcare Cloud Network is watching over patients around the clock like never before. Financial Cloud Network is opening up all new paths to prosperity, unimaginable to prior generations. Mining Cloud Network is securing every corner of mining sites, even previously untouched zones. Manufacturing Cloud Network is tackling the industrial dilemmas that remained unsolved in the industrial era. Listen to these extraordinary voices, filled with yearning, care, duty, and dreams. These are the voices cheering on the Intelligent Cloud Network, a platform that makes dreams a reality and is reshaping the future of all industries.
Multi-user, high-density access led to uneven distribution of WLAN network resources, causing network congestion in public areas, open offices and the like. Intelligent radio scheduling for each user and application on demand, meaning the network can support multiple users at the same time. Improves network performance by 40%. Huawei Air Engine Wi-Fi 6 Intelligent Continuous Networking.
Far harder than she ever imagined. But she always tells herself to stay true to her dream of guiding students into a bigger world outside. As a nurse, she rushes among wards and walks more than 30,000 steps every day. Yet, she still sees innumerable anxious faces waiting. The world's sweetest apples are grown here. But outdated and costly transaction methods and lack of planting and logistics funds make it impossible to get the best returns from such rich resources. He has worked in the mine for years. Throughout his career, he's been accompanied by dirt, darkness, and danger. But as a dad, he always says to his family, "Don't worry, I'm the luckiest person in the world." In 2020, the world changed dramatically. With one peer after another rising to challenges, he feels a strong sense of urgency.
有一天，我想，为什么不能让世界先走进大山呢？
I wish we could slow down and have fewer patient waiting.
Welcome to the IP Club Carnival 2022. The IP Club Carnival is an annual flagship gathering of IP Club professionals from all over the world. It is aimed to build an open, sharing, and interactive platform for global IP technology experts. At today's session, we have invited industry thought leaders, technical experts, and pioneering enterprises to exchange thought-provoking ideas about IP technology. We hope the content of today's event can bring you more harvest and inspiration. First, let's invite Mr. Liu Jianing, President of Huawei Data Communication Marketing and Technical Sales Department, to give a welcome speech. Let's welcome him.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to IP Club Carnival 2022. I'm Vincent Liu Jianing. It's my honor to have all of you with us here today. As the Chinese very famous saying goes, nothing, not even mountains or oceans, can separate people with shared goals and vision. This is especially true today, as everyone here overcomes the impact of the pandemic and the barriers of distance together for a common vision. Digital technology is reshaping the world, and we are entering the era of intelligence, characterized by digitalization and innovation. On the road to enable the digital transformation of industries, Huawei adheres to customer centricity, continuous innovation, continuous creation of value for customers. In order to better to listen the voice of customers and strengthen mutual communication, in early 2018, Huawei launched the IP Club event, global event, to build a platform for communication and sharing for global IP technology peers. To date, more than 200 events have been held in more than 30 countries and regions, attracting more than 30,000 experts across all industries. At this year's MWC, we will be very excited to bring the latest network solutions and products to our customers. One of the highlights is Cloud Campus 3.0, which achieves deterministic service experience in office and production scenarios through the optimal combination of wireless continuous networking and a simplified layer 2 campus network architecture, while reducing campus network power consumption and network management costs. In addition, we also bring the best data center network solution to meet the cloudification needs of service Cloud Fabric 3.0. The exclusive L3.5 Autonomous driving network technology realized the rapid deployment of cloud service network resource and the end-to-end automation of the whole life cycle, including planning, construction, maintenance, and optimization. The above solution and products will greatly meet the diverse business needs of customers. But this is not all. You are more than welcome to the Huawei Hall-1 exhibition area to learn about more Huawei's latest products and solutions. In this IP Club session, we will discuss the latest technology trends, introduce Huawei's innovative network architecture and solution, and invite speakers from different countries and different industries to share their best practice. In network construction, I hope everyone can benefit and be inspired by today's content. Looking ahead, the journey of digital transformation will still be full of twists and turns. With both challenges and opportunities, we will always stand with our customers to face challenges. We will always stand with our customers to face challenge, embrace change, and seize opportunities, work together. And aim high, and move forward all the way. Thanks again. Keep safe, keep distance. Have a nice trip. Thank you again.
Thanks, Mr. Liu, for your wonderful speech. From traditional best effort IP to an intelligent, secure network that can deliver warranted outcomes. Such an intelligent cloud network will help organizations to face the challenges and opportunities offered by Wi-Fi 6 and SDA-1 by leveraging the power of automation and AI. How is digital transformation reshaping the network? To find the answers, let's welcome Mr. Chris Barnard, Vice President of European Infrastructure and Telecoms from IDC, to share his opinion about IP industry trends. Let's welcome him, please.
So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is fantastic to be with you. Certainly for me, it's my first major business trip. I assume for several others as well, but it's just great to be at this venue and at this event with you today. So, my name is Chris Barnard, based in Amsterdam. I look after IDC's European infrastructure and telecoms research. And today I'd like to share with you a couple of key trends that we see in the wider IP and networking world. So, it was already mentioned in the previous speech, digital transformation is certainly one of the key things driving change in our industry. And with the pandemic, we basically accelerated that process. We saw that the world was plunged into a major crisis with the pandemic, followed by economic slowdown, a recession, and then gradually a return to growth. And as we exit the pandemic in the next couple of quarters, economic recovery as well. So certainly from that point of view, already quite a challenge, but what also happened was we saw that organizations like your own underwent an intensive digital transformation process. You'll see the quote from the CEO of a large energy company, this intensive course in digitalization, changing the way we work, moving from very office-centric, campus-centric, to much more remote and a hybrid working environment. And to us, we believe that the network has to mirror this transformation that we see in the global economy as well. So the network has to transform and has to become much more aligned with the goals of the company today. Looking at things like business continuity, cost optimization, building resilience, and then followed by targeted investments and the future enterprise. An enterprise that is digital first, 24/7 connected to customers, clients, and partners. At IDC, we believe it calls for what we term the digital native network, an intelligent network characterized by a couple of things. So the first one is it has to be secure, and you'll see that from the security border that we have there on the graphic. A couple of other points: it has to be flexible, it has to be manageable, it should scale, and it has to be cost effective. It doesn't need to be the cheapest, but it has to be cost effective. And in order to achieve that, we see a couple of building blocks. Clearly, the move to network virtualization, think of NFV, SDN, etc., play a key part in terms of that. But also network intelligence, network automation, and obviously driving a hybrid architecture, fixed and wireless, premise and cloud. And ultimately enabling us to move to a world of cloud networking, where the multi-cloud reality of today should be reflected in network requirements and network performance. So if we look at a couple of key trends that basically underpin or that are shaped by this digital native network, I'd like to call out a couple of things. So this is the result of research by our global networking team. So IDC is headquartered just outside of Boston in the US, but we do have significant networking presence in Europe, Asia Pacific, Latin America, as well as in the US. So this virtual global team identified a couple of key points. The first one is that we're moving to this new normal in networking, a world in which the organization has to reflect the reality that people will work from home, on the road, and at the office. Related to that is the point of the branch of one, where people working from home expect and should receive exactly the same support, exactly the same working environment as they do within the organization's campus. Second, in terms of efficiencies and agilities, organizations are trying to be as efficient as possible. How do I get the most bang for my buck? And they're looking at that in terms of manageability around wired and wireless networks, around wireless LAN, SD-WAN, etc. And finally, there's a significant thrust for new consumption models. Network as a service, as part of the overall move towards CapEx, away from very premise-based there's a move to OpEx, apologies, and a move away from very premise-based, CapEx-centered investment strategies. And obviously, as part of that, cloud-based management becomes very, very important and very interesting. No longer managing devices as endpoints, but as a single unity. Speaking of wireless and wireless investments, as part of our research, we do a ton of surveys every year. So this one is our 2021 survey in terms of European IoT. And we asked organizations which type of connectivity will be used to add or connect new IoT devices over the next few years. And you'll see the options, and 5G came out at 57% in terms of from the respondents, Wi-Fi at 45%, followed by 4G, Bluetooth, and others, but clearly a preference for 5G and Wi-Fi, and especially newer iterations of Wi-Fi like Wi-Fi 6. In terms of SD-WAN, maybe a couple of points on how we see that market developing. So this chart is for the European market specifically. Obviously, we see that the overall market is growing, again, driven by renewed activity on the campus, but also with the branch of one, all these individual people working from home. So we see growth there, and very specific pockets of growth. Managed SD-WAN, 37% growth, obviously at the cost of technologies like private IP, etc. So a significant opportunity for the telcos, for the vendors around managed SD-WAN, and for organizations to make their own wide area network much more dynamic, much more agile using SD-WAN technology. So a quick recap. as we said, to us, we are seeing a significant shift in terms of developments away from best effort IP to a world of guaranteed services. And this guarantee is extremely important as we move to the agile network, an intelligent, intent-based network. So the network is truly foundational to enable secure, scalable, and efficient use of cloud, edge, and IoT applications. And within IDC, we have actually formed a new research stream, if you will, called the Future of Connectedness, basically to connect inside our organization individual research efforts on wireless, wide area network, 5G, etc., and to combine everything in this, under this umbrella called the Future of Connectivity, again to underscore the importance of the network and 24/7 connectedness to the network. As I get to the end of my presentation, just a couple of additional thoughts around automation, AI in the network. And clearly to us, you cannot have an intelligent network without leveraging AI and automation. We see that as vital to scale this intelligent network, and we see that across all the vendors, focusing on machine learning, programmatic and AI-led security, again, going back to that security outline that we mentioned earlier, and the ability to truly deliver a differentiator for the managed services providers in the process. In terms of the network as a service, clearly, again, one of the hot topics within the industry today. We see a lot of opportunity there as the world moves to OpEx consumption, and obviously leveraging the cloud-like consumption, pay for what you use, and on top of that, creating a bundled approach, hardware, software, and professional services in terms of this network as a service solution. Self-service being another key element, allowing organizations to use a portal, a single pane of glass, to select exactly what they need, and then, as we said, that full lifecycle service associated with network as a service. The aim is to provide faster technology to the end user, to provide an integrated platform that is absolutely vital to manage LAN, wireless LAN, and also to drive co-opetition between the vendors, the CSPs, and the SIs. Today, that market is still fairly static, an equipment with some services around the box. Moving that to a much more integrated, unified service, we believe will be extremely important to drive this process forward, and it will also allow the managed services providers to differentiate from the competition, because today it's pretty much a similar approach across most of these organizations. And finally, network as a service should obviously be seen against the wider backdrop of an overall move towards flexible consumption. Some of the advantages we mentioned earlier, but it's also worthwhile to look at some of the challenges that we see in terms of flexible consumption that the industry is working through. Security remains a top issue, especially in terms of outsourced management of a vital element of your organization. The integration of existing systems, think of billing systems, etc., will remain an obstacle, but obviously as we move to a more integrated modular approach, that will be addressed over time. And finally, decision-making within the organization, because this shift from CapEx to OpEx obviously involve very senior people in the organization, quite often the CFO, and those decision cycles sometimes take a little while to get done. So finally, a couple of key points to leave you with today. The first one is that now more than ever, as we are in the middle of this process of digital transformation accelerated by the pandemic, we need a reliable and new ICT infrastructure that focuses on SD-WAN, that focuses on wireless or Wi-Fi 6. It's doing so against a backdrop of IP moving from best effort that we've known for all the years to guaranteed service, and foundational in that process will be the use of automation, MI, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. These things are obviously vital to help with provisioning, building, and operation of this new network. So today's network, highly distributed, campus, employees working at home, etc., requires that automation, that requires that visibility and analytics. And certainly within the networking field today, the rise of analytics is also one of the key features that we've seen over the last couple of years. And finally, we believe that organizations should and will make this move to network as a service. There's a significant interest across the industry for flexible consumption, and we also see a significant amount of choice in terms of offerings and forward-looking paths from a whole range of vendors. So really appreciate your time today. I hope you have a fantastic MWC. It's great to be back. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris, for your insightful opinion. In today's world, digital transformation is sweeping across industries. So how should enterprises' IP networks keep up to address changes? How can we unleash the full potential of information flows and open up further technological innovations and business opportunities? Now I would like to invite Stephen Chao, Vice President of Huawei Data Communications Product Line, to give a keynote speech. Please welcome him.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our IP Club Carnival. I'm Steven, come from Huawei Datacom product line. I'm glad to stand here to share our latest product and solution. Yeah. I think first of all, I will thank all the customers and partners around the world. In the last year, with your trust and support, we won almost 1,100 new customers in the globe, involving finance, education, and other industry. Especially, more than half of our Fortune 500 companies select us and do the digital transformation. Maybe you will ask me, in the process of the digital transformation, what's the important ICT infrastructure? From my point of view, I think it should be IP network. From the graph, you can see on the one side, IP network will connect everything. On the other side, it will connect application. So we often see IP on everything. IP will be the cornerstone of the digital transformation. But with the deepening of the digital transformation, we also meet some challenge. I think the first one is with the deployment of the massive IoT equipment, it brings the challenge of the operation and the maintenance. And also the second one, with the production service moved to the cloud, I think it gave us the challenge of it gave the requirement of the network high quality. I think the last one, with the cloud service, he need agile operate, and also give the challenge for the service deployment. How to solve them? I think for solve this problem, Huawei defined our intelligent cloud network. In this solution, it consists of the three scenarios. I think the first one is Cloud Fabric. Cloud Fabric means hyperconvergent data center network. I think it will unleash fully computing power. And the second one, I think, is Cloud One. Cloud One is a bridge bridge the data center and the campus. It will be give the the path from data center to the campus. I think the third one is campus. The campus will give the data interaction in all scenarios. Then I will introduce them one by one. I think the first one is a cloud fabric. In the cloud fabric, we will to launch a new capability of this solution. I think the first one is fast. The second one is stable. In the fast, this capability will provide the level 3.5 autonomous driving network. Then I will introduce it. Please watch a short video.
As the financial industry is integrating with the internet, network construction of financial data centers advances towards intra-city dual-active, remote disaster recovery, and multi-cloud hybrid cloud. In this context, some issues occur. For example, it is difficult to manage devices from different vendors, multi-cloud interworking is difficult, and large-scale O&M is complex.
Hi, I'm Kevin Tolley, founder of the Tolley Group. We are a US-based independent test organization located in Boca Raton, Florida. Huawei commissioned Tolley to conduct a comparative test of Huawei's Cloud Fabric 3.0 solution with solutions from other vendors in the industry. Tolley conducted over 150 index tests from aspects of 4 phases: day 0, day 1, day 2, and day N of the data center lifecycle. Huawei Cloud Fabric solution achieved 3.51 points, which makes it the only data center network solution that Tolley has ever evaluated that implements L3.5 autonomous driving in the industry. The Huawei solution has obvious advantages in heterogeneous equipment management, simulation and verification, multi-cloud orchestration, network health assessment, and risk prediction, etc. It has higher deployment efficiency, automation level accuracy, ease of use, maintainability, reliability, and management scale.
Huawei Cloud Fabric 3.0 hyper-converged DCN solution helps the finance industry build the autonomous driving network.
Okay, after the video, we will summarize our faster capabilities. It can provide faster construction, faster deployment, and faster troubleshooting. Please remember the evaluated by the Tolley is the #1. And then we will introduce our stable capability. I think today we will launch our new high availability multicast data center switch. This switch can provide a very powerful capability. It can support a stable traffic and a stable upgrade and also stable evolution. It can compatible all the interface from the 10 giga Ethernet, 25 giga Ethernet, and also for the 50 giga Ethernet. Please watch the short video.
As enterprises worldwide ramp up their digital transformation efforts, data centers assume the core responsibility for success. And for securities trading and high-end manufacturing, system availability becomes a top priority. Introducing Huawei's Cloud Engine High Availability Multicast Switches, Cloud Engine 6860 HAM Series, and Cloud Engine 8850 HAM Series. Whether it's the invisible core financial trading system or the visible automatic production line, related collaboration instructions are often multicast to tens of thousands of nodes in real time. The Cloud Engine HAM Series switches have industry-leading 32,000 multicast entries, meeting the requirements of up to 500,000 securities transactions per second and up to 10,000 devices on a high-precision production line. If a single point of failure occurs on the network, the core transaction system and production line will break down within 2 seconds, resulting in a direct economic loss of more than $1 million. The Cloud Engine Ham Series switch offers 6 nines reliability. In the event of a single point of failure, the switchover time is less than 1 second, ensuring zero impact on services and zero interruptions to production. In addition, 3-generation bandwidth evolution and flexible server access meet the capacity expansion requirements for the next 10 years. Put simply, the Cloud Engine Ham Series switches support up to 32,000 multicast entries, achieve 6 nines of multicast reliability, and enable 3-generation bandwidth evolution.
Okay, after Cloud Fabric solution, next we will introduce Cloud One solution. Just now I also mentioned Cloud One is a bridge data center to the campus. So he has 3 main features. The first one is agile, the second one is intelligent, the third one is reliable. Today, we will launch our new equipment. His name is NetEngine 8000 F8. He has very powerful capability. It can provide the reliable service. It can provide slicing, provide the slicing from the giga level to the mega level. And also, he can provide stable network capabilities. And then for the interruption, he can protect in the 10 milliseconds. And also, he can provide the best optimal TCO. It can combine for the SR and BNG and CGN and IPsec capabilities into one box. Then we will show it.
WANs are essential to cloud connection for various industries. With 3 capabilities, Huawei Cloud WAN 3.0 solution helps customers build industry-leading IP networks. First, industry-leading SRv6-based intelligent path computation ensures minute-level multi-cloud access. Second, Flexi-based network slicing enables production and office services to be transmitted over one network, reducing CAPEX by 25%. Third, Huawei provides the industry's unique hop-by-hop measurement technology iFit to enable digital twin, improving O&M efficiency by 30%. In 2022, Huawei launches the Intelligent Universal Service Router NetEngine 8000 F8.
Okay, I think the third scenario is Cloud Campus. In the Cloud Campus, I think we will bring the new capability about super fast access to the cloud and automated user experience. Okay. I think after video, I will summarize this new box. It's our Net Engine AR6710 series. I think just now, Chris also mentioned the SD-WAN as the trend of the network. For this box, have supported the powerful SD-WAN capabilities. And also here, it can help customer to reduce the time to marketing by 50%. And also, he can provide the customer to reduce the service provisioning time from weeks to minutes. I think the last one, if we work in the campus, we will want to get the more better experience. I think the last one, I will bring the very powerful bundle. Our Cloud Engine S8700 series, and also for the Air Engine 67 series. For this bundle, maybe you will ask me, what's the powerful? Almost we use the Wi-Fi in everywhere, but I think most of people will mix the Wi-Fi and the wireless LAN. It's different. If we set Wi-Fi, it's only a hotspot. But we always use in the enterprise, we name this wireless LAN. Wireless LAN will carry the coverage, carry the throughput, carry the roaming. So these bundle solutions, we will give customer the automated user experience. It can provide the seamless coverage and also ultra-high bandwidth and ultra-long distance PoE power supply. Please review it. With this solution, we can provide the 300 meg throughput everywhere. You can get the best experience. Overall, with our intelligent cloud network, we will launch 6 new products and solutions. We want to use this solution to help our customers and partners to accelerate digital transformation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chao, for your wonderful speech. As a leading communication service provider in Italy, Fastweb has already worked with Huawei to contribute to the digitization development of Italy with innovative IP solutions. Now, let's invite Mr. Gianluigi Notarnicola, Director of Connectivity Product Marketing from Fastweb, to share more details. Let's welcome him.
Hi everyone, I'm Gianluigi Notarnicola. I'm Marketing Manager for Fastweb in Italy, and I'm focused on connectivity products for the enterprise segment, from the fixed connectivity to the mobile connectivity, let's say. First of all, I want to show you who is Fastweb. Fastweb is one of the main providers in Italy that is that was launched in the end of the 90s focusing on one of bringing FTTH to our final customer, when the world was thinking about copper in Italy, let's say. And this was one of the main point that was the reason that bring Fastweb to grow rapidly in the market, in the Italian market, to become a complete infrastructure company that is now working on mobile, on data centers, and so cloud and Wi-Fi solution, and also, of course, on connectivity. Fastweb is the first provider in Italy for the public administration service, connectivity service for the public administration. Is also one of the main providers that bring connectivity to our private sector, enterprise private sector, and also we have the biggest, one of the biggest customer base in residential connectivity, and also for the public Wi-Fi. Fastweb and Huawei have a long story of collaboration. From the beginning, let's say, and not only for the network equipment, for the network parts, but also to the equipment that we bring to our final customers. And but also we are trying to develop with Huawei also some final services that we are selling to our customers that are very important to help our customer to succeed in the digital transformation. Today I want to talk about this service, one of the services that we launched in the enterprise market, that is Wi-Fi business. We call Wi-Fi business. Is a complete Wi-Fi business solution to our customers that help them not only to bring wireless LAN in their campus, let's say, but also to have other services connected to how the customer use this kind of solution. Why Huawei Cloud Campus in Fastweb? Well, one of the main reasons is because it's a multi-tenant architecture that helps us to integrate this kind of architecture in our network. It's not a fully cloud solution, but we have the possibility to integrate it in our network. Also, the multi-tenant architecture helps us to scale up with volumes based on how we sell the services to the final customer. One of the important tools that we use is the planner. The planner is very important. It's a fantastic tool that help our pre-sale engineers to build a complete project to a final customer, to have a complete view on how the campus is built and where to position the access point and so on and so forth. Also, this kind of project is very useful to deploy automatically the solution, because another fantastic tool that Cloud Campus have is the possibility to automate all the provisioning, just uploading, let's say, the project that our pre-sales engineer have done with the planner. Also, there are many tools for helping our operation teams to quick troubleshoot and solve the problem to our customer, but also these tools are very useful also for our final customer to understand which is the status of the network, which are the how it's working, and so on and so forth. And then another good feature of this solution is also flexibility. Flexibility to integrate also easily other solutions that can complete the services. So, which is the services? The service is Wi-Fi business. We sell it to all the private and public enterprises, from the medium business to the public administration. Is based on the Huawei solution, but not only in terms of infrastructure, but because of course we sell all the network equipment with the latest technology from Huawei, but also help us also to bring to our customer other services like user management or marketing tools that help our customer to analyze which are the end customers, and so some data about the age, and other characteristics of our customer base, data analysis and location analytics. Also, the possibility to federate networks and to have a captive portal that help our customer to also give all the information to their final customers. I think that this is a small part of the cloud campus potentiality that we are using now. I think that in the next future, of course, we will upgrade our services and the use of this solution, because it's very, very useful to build complete services to our final customer. Thank you so much, and enjoy the MWC.
Thank you, Mr. Gianluigi, for your important sharing today. Next, let's invite Mr. Jaime Pérez Marhuenda, CTO of Diputación de Alicante, to tell us how they improve Alicante e-government efficiency with center network solution evolution. Due to a temporary emergency, he couldn't join today's venue, but he will share with you a video. Please note that this video is in Spanish. If you want to listen to it in English, use the headset that was provided for you at the entrance.
Hola, buenos días. Mi nombre es
Good morning.
Jaime Pérez.
My name is Jaime Pérez. I'm the person responsible for systems and communications, the systems and communications managers in the Provincial Administration of Alicante. I want to apologize for not being there in person for a personal problem. I would like to thank Huawei for this opportunity it gives us to give visibility to our work. We're going to start talking. We're going to talk a bit about Alicante, the province of Alicante. Brief introduction. We are around 2 million people living in this province, and depending on the ranking, we're talking about the 4th or 5th province in Spain. We have 2 million people, inhabitants, but we receive more than 8,500,000 tourists every year. We are the first national destination for national tourists. In order to manage this amount of tourists, we have an international airport that connects us to more than 150 international destinations, not only in Europe, but also in some Asian countries too. The most representative municipality of the tourist power in Alicante is Benidorm, which is well known by everybody. It's a population of 100,000 inhabitants. Throughout the year, to 1 million inhabitants in the tourist season. We are one of the preferred areas in Europe for the retired people, not only from Spain, but also from Europe. And we have many freelancers and teleworkers who spend the whole year in Benidorm. And these amounts, I mentioned them in order to so that you're aware of the pressure on the daily management, the different city councils of the province. We have 141 city councils, and 112 of these 141 are customers of ours. What resources do we have to do all this? We have a budget of 172 million euros. We have around 2,000 employees, and we have 45 remote branches in the province. Provincial administration, we have two sections. We have the business of administration. We are working with the cooperation of this volume, and we're also working with customers. We are providers of services related to the internet and other technologies for our customers. And we're working more or less with around 500 virtual machines and a bit more than 150 physical servers, approximately. What do we do with the customers? Well, fundamentally, these three blocks that I present here in this slide from the beginning, we were, before the clouds were clouds, we were already working with remote services that we provided to our customers. We're now talking about mainly about desktops and servers. remote desktops and servers, infrastructure and solutions of information technologies, software, hardware, and accountability business applications, etc. In web services, we're talking about we are hosting in a public service all the domains of the city councils. We design, we develop the web portals of the city councils, and we maintain them security-wise and so on. And we also provide services of email with millions of email accounts in these municipalities. In mobility, we also work with our own groups. We develop solutions in the two most extended operational systems for the city councils. And as of late, we are focusing a lot in cybersecurity, which is a very serious problem we are suffering in all the public administrations. So what problems did we want to cover when we started working with a solution defined by software with our colleagues from Huawei? So what you can see on this slide, on the left you see challenges that we are all facing in different moments in our technical life. We have old equipment, for example, equipment that is very difficult to use now because our human resources are limited and they don't all know all the how to work with all the different manufacturers and so on, and also the insufficient bandwidth. We never have enough bandwidth, and we need to increase this bandwidth, and this requires a big effort. What solutions we have? On the one hand, we were working with portals of 25 gigabytes. This is a bit obsolete. Now we're working with 10, 25, and 40 gigabyte portals, and with connections to the core, that at the beginning it was 40 gigabytes, and now we're working with 100 gigabytes. We have been working with automation also, and the resolution of faults has been simplified enormously thanks to a very efficient tool. The SDN solution has given us the possibility of implementing another firewall layer within our security structure, and this third layer, this third firewall layer is between the two perimeter firewalls and the user's firewall. You go through this third firewall, which is a seventh layer generation firewall. And we have adopted the Huawei technology. I'm going to repeat a question that many colleagues from other administrations have asked and other providers have asked. They have told us that we were crazy. How do you deal with security issues with an approach that comes from Asia? Why not? If we can trust a Western solution, is there any problem with combining this with an Asian solution? In our case, there's been no problem at all. It's just been, it's made us stronger. And this is something we are proud of, and we are completely sure that we will be better protected thanks to this Asian solution. The storage that has been migrated as a part of another project of Huawei solutions, we're connecting this to an interface of 40 gigas, and thanks to the stability and reliability of the switching equipment of Huawei, we have abandoned the fiber chart. We are using Yakasi. We are not losing any performance because we have quite powerful interfaces. In this slide, you can see that we have the business center built on machine management, but we're also migrating to VIL because we have realized that it's not something that's more difficult. The SDN solution offers the possibility of working with Hyper-V solutions simultaneously, different Hyper-V solutions. People who are working with SDN, you know that this is vital for us. We have a tool that simplifies, that gets rid of the complexity of the management of traffic. Either we have this tool or we're dead. And we have managed to do this thanks to this tool. We have the opportunity of doing a complete tracing from the origin to the destination, and we are able to detect the fault in record time. And last, I would just like to say what you can see in this slide, the solutions that we have brought towards our market that have been provided by Huawei. We have found them agile, safe, reliable, essential. But the most important thing for us is the commitment of Huawei with us, how they have been working with us as customers. And we're not a very, very big account for them, but we have received excellent service from them. And we understand that this is something that is a part of them, that they have excellent client service and so on, independently on the results. There will be problems, of course, but the problems are solved in a reasonable time. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope I can be there in person in the next Mobile World Congress. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jaime. From your speech, we know that the Diputación de Alicante province has provided secure, reliable, agile, and efficient public services, accelerating the government's digital transformation with Huawei's Cloud Fabric 3.0 hyper-converged data center network solution. And now you might be more curious about Cloud Fabric 3.0 solution, why it could help the Alicante's digital transformation. To find the answer, let's invite Mr. Alberto Bayo, CTO, Barcelona Enterprise Business Department, Huawei, Spain, to explore more about Cloud Fabric 3.0 solution. Welcome.
So hello everybody, my name is Alberto Bayo. I'm the CTO in Barcelona Huawei office, and for me it's a pleasure to introduce you Cloud Fabric 3.0, hyper-converged data center network solution. Nowadays, digital transformation brings us new challenges and new requirements. And with our updated solution, we would like to introduce new cool functionalities such as all scenario network as a services, network-wide intelligent management platform, and lossless Ethernet connectivity. With all these functionalities, we can help you to increase your digital transformation process. Everybody knows that data center is becoming more and more important nowadays. Basically, it's one of the cornerstones of our digital process. And in the data center, we supply the computing power to our digital world. On the other hand, sorry. No, sorry. On the other hand, we know that with the digital transformation of enterprise, they are driving new innovation in our data centers. For instance, first, we need to be more open. If we take finance as an example, we will see they are evolving from the mobile banking to the open banking. On all these scenarios, we need to provide, or network as a service need to be provided. Second, to be distributed. In the digital transformation, more data is generated, and the data centers are being more larger, which means we need to provide for the multi-data center and multi-cloud environments a simple platform to manage all this network. Second, new technologies such as big data, artificial intelligence, are delivering new services that require, for instance, more stability and supercomputing power. You can take a look of quantitative trading, where decisions need to be made in seconds. So all these requirements bring us to three new challenges in our data centers. For instance, you can see that in Ethernet, if we have only 0.1% packet loss, we reduce the computing power by half. So how we can provide an Ethernet lossless connectivity on these scenarios? Second, in the multi-cloud and multi-data center infrastructure, it's very easy. We can see different vendors providing different equipments and different solutions. So the interconnectivity with these different environments is done by manual configurations. This means that we are introducing some human errors. So how we can provide a management of all these scenarios for the network in a very simple way without human errors? And third, in the service layer, on orchestration service layer, we will see that to automate the different service platforms through our network, we need to introduce a lot of deployment and customization. So it's very, the workload is increasing a lot. So in these environments, we can ask if network as a service can help us to speed up this kind of integrations. So to answer all these questions, we have offered you Cloud Fabric 3.0 in order to overcome these requirements and this challenge in your data centers. We will begin in the physical layer offering you a lossless Ethernet connectivity, which will increase the performance of our computing and of our storage. In the management layer, we will introduce you a eMaster NCE as a unique management platform for all our multi-data centers and multi-cloud networks. Also introducing some simulation and verification tools. And last, in the service layer, we will provide you a network as a services through a definition of a service catalog. So let's dive into it. We will begin in the computing environments, as we will see that in traditional solutions, the switches doesn't participate in the calculation process, so which means they order forwarding packets. With Huawei, we would like to introduce you at least two new functionalities. First, e-lossless. So we are avoiding all the errors in the connectivity. And what is more important, the second one is the ENC technology, integrate network and computing, which means the switch now is integrated in the calculation process path. So we are increasing the performance in our computing in the data center. Second, in the storage, we would like to replace all the traditional fiber channel solutions or infrastructure that provide us 16 or even 32 gigabit connectivity. We would like to do that with our Node Plus solution and technology that our Huawei switches with 100 gigabit Ethernet connectivity with e-lossless, not only in the data center, also in the inter-data center, can bring you an end-to-end zero-pack connectivity, zero-pack lossless connectivity. With this kind of technologies, we are improving the storage performance by doubling the IOPS and also decreasing the latency of our application by half. Another point is the network management for all this kind of infrastructure. We are telling you that the data centers are evolving in a super infrastructure with a multi-data center and multi-cloud. For all these scenarios, we provide you eMaster NCE as the unique management platform that can introduce with our technology AOC, Automated Open Containers, the management not only of the Huawei devices, also of the third vendor switches. So it can provide you only one single management point of view for all your network. We are also introducing simulations and verification tools in order to reduce the human errors. Also, we are introducing intelligent operation and maintenance functionalities. Now, we can provide or build a digital twin of our data center network. Isn't it great? So, also, we can introduce a knowledge graph technology. With this technology, now we can simulate all the elements, relationships that is happening in our data center. Knowledge graph can handle millions of relationships of these elements. Can be configurations, flows of our service or applications. With all this kind of technology, we are enhancing the network health evaluation metrics per 3 and also per 20, locating the problems that we can have in the data center and solving them. And last, in the service layer, we are offering you a network as a service in order to reduce all these workloads that we are facing when we want to automate the different service platforms to automate our network. Now, we can create a service catalog to provide this network as a service. And this network catalog, you can publish it, you can customize, reuse, or even redefine it in order to reduce these workloads and avoid this API configuration for this different service platform to attach your network platform. In this way, we are also increasing the service or the new service application in our data center by reducing the network design. Here is our portfolio from Huawei Cloud Fabric 3.0 that is powered by our eMaster NCE platform that can manage all the infrastructure, network infrastructure for the multi-data center and the multi-cloud environment, also introducing simulation and verification tools and intelligent applications, operation and maintenance services. Also, we have the Cloud Engine switches that provides connectivity from 1 gigabit to 400 gigabit interface speed. And thanks to our customer, bring us to these figures. As you can see, we have deployed more than 7,000 eMaster NCE platforms and more than 850,000 Cloud Engine switches worldwide. Also, Huawei is recognized by different industry awards, and in the future, Huawei will invest in innovation and provide better and future-proof solutions to our customers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Alberto Bayo. Now we've come to the last topic of today's session. Let's invite Mr. Wu Fan, CTO, Data Communication Marketing and Technical Sales Department, to share how Huawei Cloud One 3.0 solution empowers the connectivity for industries. Let's welcome him.
So good morning, everyone, and I'm Wu Fan, coming from Data Communication Solution Sales Department. So today I'm going to share you about our One trends and our Huawei solution and how we think about the new features. And I think after we are hearing a lot of digital transformation and our solution from campus and the data center, the last question will come to us, that how we can bring this computing power from the data center to the user, and how can we gathering this user's data from our campus and different terminal to the data center. This is actually dual direction things. And as we see, the digital transformation happened in almost different industrial. For example, in the manufacturing industrial, we have the Industrial 4.0 standards. And in the financial market, we have the finance banking 4.0. And all these industrial, actually, they are doing the standard and they are on the way to improve their ICT infrastructure. And here comes the one question is, since 85 of the enterprise, they will move their services from the local setup to the cloud. And inside of this company, 74% of this company were choosing multi-cloud architecture. So how the one network can gathering these two different cloud resources and serve the user better than before? This is question one. And the second trend happened in the production network. This is especially in the oil and gas, like electronic company, because there's a lot of legacy network, for example, SDH network. This is very common in the production network. And since the SDH technology always has their own benefits, but still, when we are doing the digital transformation, we're still facing challenges. For example, SDH only have a few bandwidths. And second thing is, usually they will focusing on bearing the point-to-point services. Although they have high reliability and high, very low latency, but still, we hope, especially using this common IP network and combine all the several pieces of SDH network into one integrated IP network. But since IP, how can we provide the lowest latency and how can we guarantee the services? This is the question to the new one network. And this will be clear because we analyze what's the customer requirement and let's see what challenges facing to our one network itself. We are thinking there are three things we need to solve. First thing is slow service deployment. If we are familiar with our one network setup, we will know that because the data center part, this is cloud, and the one part, this is bare network, actually they are both two separated domains. If we, during the configuration on the data center, which means we have separated the team, should coordinate with the data center's team to do the one's configuration and provisioning separately. Always it will take time. For example, before, usually take months. This is very common. So how can we decrease the provisioning time from the months to minutes, which means we need the cloud and the network coordinated with each other. And the second challenge is how can we increase the SLA and how can we guarantee the service level? Because if we combine several separate one network into one same network, which means different services will sharing the same physical setup, usually IP is doing the best effort services. So how can we guarantee this, all the users and all the tenants has their own guaranteed SLA? This is second thing. So we need some deterministic technology into the one network. And the third challenge is operation and management. Usually, it's very difficult for us to make the one setup from the manually to the automation. We need the new tools and we need a new idea to increase this operation and management experience. So that's why Huawei launched our new Cloud One 3.0 solution. So focusing on these three challenges, we are building up our own family technical group, which is IP enhanced. You can see in the middle, there are three words. Actually, this is not just one protocol, just one new feature. This is totally a solution. It's a technical family group. It's including protocol, including features, of course, but also including our own architecture on the one setup. So this is basically combined by the hardware and the software platform together. For the hardware, the router itself, we enhance the router's features. For example, on the IPv6 part, we're putting the new protocol like segment routing version 6 and our IFI technology into this protocol group. And then upon this router's hardware, we have our own platform called iMaster NCE. I think you heard a lot of name of iMaster NCE already because we are using the same platform on our data center and the campus. setup. And coordinate with hardware and software platform, we can solve these three challenges. For example, for the first one, how to deploy efficiently. So we can using segment routing version 6 is shorter by the SRv6. We can guarantee one-click provision. So which means when your cloud has any setup, just one click, we can improve. We can provision the one setup immediately, very fast. And the second part, how to guarantee the service level. So here we are using our iFeed technology. So all this traffic and all the tenants services will be guaranteed as we set up at the beginning. Because when we do the design, we already giving the different service level for different kind of services. And using this technology, we can guarantee end-to-end QoS for them. And third part is for the operation and the management. So here, we improve our operation and management way using the machine learning and the knowledge graph. So through all these KPI, we can deeply and simply to find out what's the root cause and giving us the faster troubleshooting. So let's see it in a little detail. First one is a one-click deployment. So if we are doing the maintenance, familiar with the maintenance for the one network, we know that usually if you are using IP or MPS traffic engineering, usually we should configuring all this network hop by hop, because all the hop should support MPS or MPS traffic engineering. Usually it will take time. If we considering the data center at the same time, it will make it all complexable, because the traditional network can only do this one by one, and we can't coordinate with each other. Just imagine if you have one kind of services which located in different city of your data center, and one of these services located on the public cloud, just make it more complexity. But you have your users located in all the countries, and we are hoping doing the better load sharing. For example, the local cities users, they can always visit the nearest data center or POP site. But if we want to doing that, usually it will set up a lot of policy and based on the user's information. So this will take time. And we have to configure it one by one. This is not can be done centrally, because if you have a metro network jam, has traffic jam, usually the protocol and the service itself cannot notice that. So he will keep sending the traffic to the jam, because this is the shortest path. That will make the network disaster. So that's why using our SRv6, it has all the confirmation, all the information at the center on our platform. And when we deploy all the services, it will helping us to check which path is the shortest and which path has the lowest utilization. So we don't need to do a lot of human detection or human analysis. Let the machine and let the platform doing that, and we just make sure all the services is running well. We can check the result, that's all. And for the second part, one network for all, because all different services and all different type of applications share the same physical network architecture. In a traditional way, we will use the QoS or hierarchical QoS, but as you know, QoS, this behavior only is affected on the single router, which means when we configure the QoS, this is because IP itself. IP's architecture is a distributed architecture. So all this QoS setup is only infected on the local sites. So if we want to gathering end-to-end, engineer and our IT administrator, they should coordinate manually on the whole spots to make sure all the QoS setup is the same, like we want it to be. So that's why here in Huawei, we launched the slicing technology. If you are familiar with our 5G bearing network, this slicing network is slicing technology is a basic requirement on the 5G bearing network. So that's why Huawei also make this technology serve our industrial bearing network. So this slicing is just like a hardware pipe guaranteed bandwidth. So this is the meaning is when we set up one service for one slicing, which means all the nodes and all the ports will follow the same slicing policy. We don't need to configure one by one. We can configure it on the platform, and this platform will telling all the routers that we have separated slicing for one kind of application. So to make sure end-to-end services will be guaranteed very well. And because slicing is a basic standard for 5G and industrial production network, what's Huawei's different than other vendors? Here we are showing three different improvements. First one is we have the smallest CPE, which is our Net Engine A series product. This is just a very small box because usually for the slicing hardware is a chassis. But in Huawei, we are bringing this slicing technology even to the small box. This is just small router. You can put it in front of your campus gateway. And with this slicing, you can always coordinate with your MPS backbone or segment routing backbone. No need to use the, for example, VLAN and to use the traditional QoS to mapping to the slicing part. So this is one different. And the second different is usually in the average market, when they are doing slicing, is just very, we say it very simple because they can just put it in different user. But if you want to guarantee in the certain user, certain application, this is very difficult because usually they just give you several slicing, that's all. So in Huawei, we are doing a similar like a QoS. We are doing the hierarchy tag slicing technology, which means you can give very detailed service guaranteed for each kind of application, for each kind of user. So this will make sure all this network can running well than before. And third part is for elastic slicing. Usually, this slicing, when we do this deployment, it usually will, in the common way, it will take long time. But here, in Huawei, because we are using iMaster NCE, gathering with our hardware, we can guarantee the minutes of levels provision. And when something happens, we can immediately to change the policy. This is also important. Just think about one scenario that if you already have a bare network, but in some day, one of your data center or one of your POP site is totally powered down. This is actually a disaster. And we can't imagine, in the traditional way, we can only doing the dual POP site to achieve this high reliability. But just in case, the worst case is all your POP site is down, power off. Then using this slicing, we can immediately to create an emergency control path or emergency remote access. For example, if a disaster happened, we want to see the local site from the camera. So doing that, we can immediately to create a slicing for the camera traffic. And because this slicing is end-to-end deployment, then we can quickly to notice what happened in the local site. So, and control the locals worker and the team to recover the services. So this is also valuable one, especially when something bad happened. The third thing is integrated operation and management. Because one we are doing the troubleshooting and one we are doing daily maintenance, really engineer facing the most headache things is they have a lot of logs and alarm happened. For example, if just one port is down, on the traditional operation and management system, it will generate more than 200 alarm and 200 events, because ports down cause our protocol down. Protocol down cause the latency is up and cause the packet drop. So there will be a lot of KPI affected. But how can we guarantee this to find out the root cause? So in Huawei, using our machine learning and using our knowledge graph, this technology, we can gathering all the pieces of the log and the alarm and the descriptive events into one, and using our platform to helping us find out what's the root cause. And also, we have in the one network, we will have monitoring more than 80,000 of KPI. So with this KPI, we can get more information, more detailed information on the bare network. And here, we are giving our very unique technology, which we call it iFit. You can see on the button of our topology here. iFit actually is just the technology to putting the probe setup into our normal packet, into our normal IP packet. So we don't need separated detection traffic to helping us to do all the monitoring. Because many customers, they're asking, if I'm doing the probe or if I'm doing the traffic detection, am I wasting my bandwidth? So they don't like this separated detection method. That's why using iFit, your service traffic will be your detection traffic. So just combine as one. So immediately you can find out all the status of the whole network setup. And then here will be our portfolio for our Cloud 1 3.0. So in the middle series is Mr. Steven. He just introduced that we will launch our latest F series Net Engine 8000 product. But also we have X series. This is actually our core level router, and it has the largest industrial capability. And also we have the M series. This is actually very suitable for the edge routing part. And here, I want to show you several details about the M series, because we introduced the F series in the second topic. Our Net Engine 8000 M4, actually the dimension is very small. It's just have 220 meter depth. This is industrial first. You can see in the normal racks, the depth is more than 600 million. This mm. So with our smallest 220 millimeters, we can put and install this kind of router into the outshelf. For example, if you during a bare network for the GPON, and usually you will put the edge gateway at just near the street. You don't have the pop side. You need to put it in the shelf and just on the street. So we can put the edge router with the GPON, OLT, and ONT together. And the second thing is, although it has only 2U, but inside it combine all the features. For example, like service router and IPsec and the BRAS function. BRAS is for the authentication for the access customers. And finally is the carrier-grade net. So all these 4 routing functions will be combined as one small router. This is a second thing. And the third thing is the power consumption is very low. And the most important, the line card. You can see the line card on the M series. And all the M, F, and X series, we can share the same line card. So which means you can decrease your spare parts. When you are considering end-to-end core aggregation age, you can always think about the line card as together. You don't need to see any waste for different card. And also, this M series can support the bandwidth from 2 megabit. This 2 megabit is especially for the serious port or the TDM port, from 2 megabit until 400G Ethernet. So the capability is also strong. That's why we are thinking this one is very suitable for your small sites and for your edge site in the pop or on the street. So, and thanks to all the customers in Huawei router part, we already continue the leading innovation. And these 3 years, we have very good market share. You can see in 2021, we already reached the global market share #1 position. And also, we are winning a lot of contributions in different very famous events and their test. For example, in the 2021, we win the Introp Best of Show Award Special Prize, and we are also win the Forrester Global New Product Innovation Leadership Award. So hopefully, our Cloud One 3.0 will helping you, all of you, and our customer to celebrating their digital transformation. And within our IP Enhanced Technology Group, we want to achieve this fast deployment and one physical network for all kinds of services and integrated smart operation and management for different industrial, like education, finance, ISP, electric power, and transportation. So thank you very much, and hope you enjoy the day. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Gunfao, for your wonderful presentation. Dear everyone, this is the end of the IP Club Carnival 2022. We hope that today's event have not only brought you cutting-edge technology information, but also let you be fully immersed in insightful ideas. Thank you everyone for your participation. We have provided for you cookies and drinks outside, so we are happy to receive you there outside. Also, one more reminder, do not forget to return the headset outside, please. Thank you very much.